Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. It's been a while, like a month since I posted, but today's video is all the books I've read in 2024, and I know it's a little late, like most people do this video like before the new year or like January, like beginning January. I'm doing it like 2 days before February. Anyways, I'm already gonna let you know I'm not one of those people that can read like 200 books in a year, and yeah, I wish I can. Like, I remember I used to have a goal of reading like 100 books, and yeah, last year's goal was 50 and I couldn't even reach 50, and this year's 50 again, and I'm hoping I can reach 50 or above that and actually stick to it this year. So anyways, starting with the books I read, and I literally had to go on Goodreads and check what I rated it because I forgot. I really forgot what books I read, like some of the books I read. So the first one is also, they're not in like a certain order of like how I read it throughout the year. I read this during the summer, I think. This is The Island, and it's like a YA mystery. I rated it 3 stars. It was really good and like fast paced. It wasn't like anything special. It was, yeah, I didn't really like the ending though. If you've read her books before, I've heard like they're kind of all the same, if you know what I mean. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah. It was pretty good, but like, since I'm an adult now, the characters were like relatable. They were like all teenagers, so like I didn't really relate to that. They're all like, I guess they're like all like influencers that go to this island, and I feel like that's already a red flag already, but yeah, kind of makes the main character, I don't remember too much about it, but I'm pretty sure she makes bad decisions throughout the book. I'm like, girl, I want to do that. I guess it's like a YA version of, what was it called, like If There Are None or something, by Agatha Christie. I never read that book, but I want to, and I watched the movie and everything because we did like a play in drama, and we had to like watch the movie because we're in drama class my like sophomore year. Another thriller. Like I read a lot of mysteries and thrillers last year. Like a lot of them are thrillers and mysteries. I feel like they're really easy to get into. If you're like in a reading slump, pick up a thriller. Like, next one is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This one was really good, and it was, at first you thought it would be like a basic mystery thriller, and then it takes a turn and you're like, you weren't expecting that. It was a really good one, and I rated 3 stars, but I feel like it's a more 4-star, to be honest. Like, it was something I still think about. I liked the characters, or the main character. Yeah, that one was a good one. Another mystery and thriller. Or I guess it's like a mystery. Not really. I don't know if it's really a thriller. This one, people say, I never watched it before, but it's like Desperate Housewives, Mean Girl. Like, they're really like mean girls in this book. Like, there's this character you don't like. The whole book. You don't like her. And it took a twist at the end. Like, I didn't see that coming. And I love all the characters except the one character. If you know what I'm talking about, I don't even remember her name, but like, no, I didn't. I guess I didn't like all the characters. I liked a couple of characters because they're literally mean girls. They're literally mean girls to each other. And I rated this 5 stars. It's basically all these like rich housewives, and I guess in this they all go to this like hairdresser, and basically, I don't know if she goes like when the characters goes missing, you don't know who it is or who done it, or basically like the detectives talking to like the hairdresser about all these women, and one of them is dead, or either dead or like missing or something. That might be a spoiler if I said it's dead. It's literally on the cover. One of us is dead. Next one is Night Shift. It was like a basic romance. I didn't really like it too much. It was okay. It was just like I was gonna say it's a Wattpad, but literally it has the Wattpad logo. Literally. I rated it 3 stars. I didn't really like the relationship. It felt, I don't know what it felt like. I just didn't like it that much. Just a basic romance. Hooked. This one I liked better. And there's some questionable things because it's a dark romance, but like if this happened in real life, no. But it's in a book, so it's okay. I really liked it. It's like a retelling of like Captain Hook and what's her name? Wendy from like Peter Pan. And I liked it. I rated it 4 stars. Like some parts are like I don't know how I feel about that because it's like dark romance, so it's like questionable things, but overall I liked like the relationship in this book. It was cute. And I want to read the rest of her series. I know she came out with like is it like a Little Mermaid one? I think it's like Ursula or like a Little Mermaid, and I was like a couple years ago I was like hoping that she would make, I want like a Little Mermaid or like mermaid dark romance. So the next book is Ignite Me, and to be honest, I don't even know. It's just a part of the series. I don't know how to like explain it, but I'm not gonna lie. This might be rude, but like the main character she's a little cringy at times. It's like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's how all like female characters act in like these dystopian books. If you know what I'm talking about, like she just acts a certain way that's like, would you really act like that in real life? How like in the first book, how she's like, I'm not gonna eat your food. Like things like that. But I like Aaron Warner. I didn't like what's his face? Adam. He got on my nerves in this book. But I rated that 4 stars. Okay, next is Fourth Wing, and everyone loves this book, and I do too. I rated it 4 stars. I loved this fantasy, and I never really gotten into like fantasy before, other than like dystopian, and like I never really read fantasies before like this. So it's a good like starting fantasy book because I feel like some could be like hard to get into. And I love all the characters. I love the romance. There's like a lot of romance in this book, which surprised me. I thought it was going to be like almost all fantasy and then wouldn't get into like the relationship until like the next books. But I feel like Fourth Wing is giving like a dual version of Harry Potter, and that's probably why I love it so much, because it's like a dragon school basically. And I love all the TikToks about Fourth Wing and how they're creating a show. And I'm reading the second one right now, and I kind of want to get the third one, but I feel like I shouldn't buy it until like I read more books, because I have no more space for books. Like, it's a problem. I love I really forgot the dragon's name, so don't at me. Like literally I forget names all the time. And it's Taryn and I don't know how to pronounce Indira. I don't know how to pronounce names. Literally love those dragons. And Indira, the little one, the golden one, is so cute. Like I kind of want to get like little stuffed animals of like, where like little people make like little crochets of like the dragons of Taryn and Andorna. I literally don't know how to pronounce it. And people are saying that Taryn's a hear me out, which I kind of see it, but he's like a dragon. He's a dragon, so that's a little questionable. Okay, the next one is The Fine Print, and I rated it 4 stars, and I really liked the, I can't even remember how I feel about this book, to be honest, because I've read it, like, beginning of 2024. Yeah, I really like the series so far, the romance in it. To be honest, I can't really tell you how I feel about it too much because I forgot how I get my exact thoughts, because it was a year ago that I read this. I love the Heartstopper series. I read the second book last year. I rated it 4 stars. Just love the series so far. I've already read, what is it, like the 3rd one? And I bought the 5th one, so I want to finish like the whole series because I like all the characters. I think the relationship is so cute. Like, whenever I read a book, it's so easy to get through too because it's like a graphic novel. Oh, another book on this list because I don't have the physical book because sometimes I like to read on my Kindle and I have a Kindle Limited sometimes, which is good and bad because like I have too many unread books on my shelf, but Kindle's sometimes easier. But another book I read last year was Run on Red. Once again, another thriller. It was kind of like a basic thriller. Nothing like too crazy about it, but it was basically about 2 girls. They're driving to a party, I think, and these people are like, this truck or something, this car behind them is like trying to run them off the road, but anyways, later on in the book, they end up getting run off the road, and it's not like a spoiler or anything, and they're basically trying to get away from people that are potentially trying to do something to them, kidnap them or whatever. Yeah, so it's kind of like a basic story, like it's nothing crazy new, but I really liked the story, and it was a good, like, fast-paced read. I think I already said it, but 4 stars. So the next one, also read like a long time ago. I finished it in like the beginning of January, I think. Catching Fire. Can't really say too much about it because like I watch the movies all the time, like literally probably once a month or more. I rated it 4 stars. Catching Fire is one of my favorite movies, and I know let's talk about the book, but I really don't remember like the differences because I read it a year ago. I feel like these are so. If you haven't read the Hunger Games series, then you need to know, because I'm gonna try to finish Mockingjay soon, and the next one, which is like, was it like Songbirds, Snakes and Songbirds? Okay, the last book, which I kind of forgot I read in 2024. Like, I remember reading it, but I didn't remember that it was in 2024. I'm sorry, like, my voice is like all gross because I'm a little sick. But the last book that I read, like I said, I don't read that many books. It's literally like 12 books last year. Like, so the big readers could read that in 1 month, and I wish I could. Like, I want to, but then like sometimes I'll just be able to finish like a book in a day, like read a lot, and then I'll go like a week without reading, or like 2 weeks without reading, and yeah, that's how it is for me. The last book is If He Had Been With Me, and this book is depressing. Had me sobbing at the end. 4 stars. I love this book. It got a little boring at times though, to be honest. Like, it got a little boring. But just like the backstories were just a little hard to get through. But I think I listened to the audiobook a little bit, and then towards the end, like, oh, you kind of can see it in the beginning. I think it shows in the beginning what happens, and you think, oh, it's not gonna happen, but you know it's going to. It's so depressing. I can't. But I want to read. I started reading like a couple chapters into like the next one, but I feel like it's not gonna be the same. I think it's called like, I feel like on my bookshelf. It's called If Only I Had Told Her. Yeah, that one. Hopefully, I can read in 2025. And you probably can't even understand what I'm saying right now because my nose is like all gross right now. Okay, that was the books I read in 2024, which wasn't a lot, but still have to make this video, especially to people that also don't read that many books, because yeah, I got multiple things to do. I can't be reading like 24/7, even now. Sometimes I wish I can. I wish I could read 24/7, but it's like the little saying, like, born to read, have to work. Because that's literally me. Anyways, those are the books I've read in 2024. Thanks for watching. Bye.